The ultimate test of patience. Imagine a king with 30 sons. He appoints one of his sons as the head of a province, but the appointment is only temporary, known only to the king and his close friend. When the time comes, the king withdraws his son from the position, and the son falls into despair, sadness, and loses hope and interest in everything. Although the king, as a caring father, has already arranged a better position for his son, he has not disclosed it to him yet. The son continues to live in misery, ignoring all the royal favors offered by his father, effectively rejecting the king's kindness. Eventually, when the time for a new appointment arrives, the king reveals the news and grants his son a higher position. Surprisingly, the son's behavior after this new appointment reflects arrogance, self-praise, and delusion, even though he had barely settled into the role. What a prodigious son indeed! You might say he is ungrateful, arrogant, and impatient. But do you realize that many of us act the same way unless we possess a unique trait? Allah, in the Quran, addresses this common human behavior.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولئن أذقنا الإنسان منا رحمة ثم نزلناها من إنه لا يئوس كفور ولئن أذقناهم نعمة ضراها مستهم لا يقولن سأب سيئات عني إنه لفرح فخور إلا الذين صبروا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير.
Surah Hud 9-11. And if we were to give man a taste of mercy from us and then withdraw it from him, he is very truly a constantly despairing, staunch denier. And if we were to give him a taste of prosperity after some adversity has touched him, he would most surely say, "Troubles have gone away from me." He is very truly exultant, boastful, except for those who have been patient and have done righteous deeds, for those there is forgiveness and a supreme reward. The words of Allah are absolute truth. In these verses, it implies that all humans are prone to such behaviors. Allah, being the Creator, has embedded this tendency within us, much like a programmer writing code into software. However, He, in His wisdom and mercy, has also provided a way to counter this inbuilt tendency through specific actions. He commanded us to act in ways that reverse this natural disposition, namely through patience and righteous deeds. Unsurprisingly, He made it as such that one must engage in action, means, to evade this law, because He is Ar-Rahim, the one who reward good deeds. We realize that when this state of despair or arrogance takes over, we cannot overcome it on our own. We must follow the guidance of our Creator, which includes practicing patience and performing good deeds. You might wonder, if I am impatient, how can I learn patience? The answer is simple. Just as an Olympic weightlifter spends countless hours preparing for an event that lasts mere seconds, we too must practice patience and gratitude continuously. Allah has given us opportunities to do so by making acts of worship, both compulsory and voluntary, a part of our daily lives. The best of these deeds is performing salah at its appointed time. Patience and good deeds are like two segments of a circle, each leading to and reinforcing the other. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation like those described in verses 9-10 of Surah Hud, take note of your reaction. Do you respond as described in those verses, or are you among those mentioned in verse 11? With this reflection, you can gauge your true level of patience instead of relying on speculative and whimsical assessments. May Allah grant us beautiful patience and the ability to perform righteous deeds. Ameen.